Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gorn. In today's show, Lee from Prime UK Band will be chatting to AD from local country rock rhythm and blues band, the Heartland Roots Band. And as usual, we'll be playing lots of homegrown music by local bands. First up on today's show, we're going to hear from a band that I've seen a few times, once at the Cookie and a couple of times at Soundhouse in sunny Leicester. It's Border and Chew Me Up. One of my favourites from Border there, Chew Me Up. Now taking it down several levels now, we're going to have something a bit folky, rocky folky from Dust and Debris, Feels Like Falling in Love Again.
On the telephone, sweetest voice I ever heard. She said, I want to play the saxophone like Charlie Parker played like Bird. But it's a bird that flies inside my eyes. It's a bird that's flying ever free, and it feels like I'm falling in love again. Saw a ghost on my TV screen, but the TV screen was dead. Heard a voice in the middle of the night, but the voice was only in my head. It's the head that tells the heart what to do, but it's the heart that tells the head if it's true. And it feels like falling in love again. If only you could see me, 'cause you think you know me well. If only you could be me, then you'd feel how much I'm under your spell. I'm aching all alone tonight. I'm making you this song. No people living in that room upstairs. I hear them party all night long. I'm in too deep, I thrash about. Don't know which way's up, I don't know which way's out. And it feels like I'm falling in love again. If only you could see me, 'cause you think you know me well. If only you could be me, then you'd feel how much I'm under your spell. Oh, aching all alone tonight. I'm making you this song. No people living in that room upstairs. I hear them rock and rolling all night long. I'm in too deep, I thrash about. Don't know which way's up, don't know which way's out. And it feels like I'm falling in love again. And it feels like, oh Lord, it feels like, come on, come on, come on, feels like, yeah, 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 feels like, you know it feels like, come on, feels like, oh, falling in love again.
That was a lovely little ditty from Dust and Debris. Feels like falling in love again. Now we're going to hear some wonderful harmonies from Fallers. Here for the journey.
1, 2.
Under
I'm not here for second guessing. I am here for the journey.
That was a lovely little ditty from three girls from Leicester calling themselves Fallers. Unfortunately, the last thing we heard from them was about 2016, although I've noticed on their bio on Facebook that it says they're coming back. So I don't know if they were coming back in 2016 or they're coming back sort of a bit more recently. Who knows? Watch this space. But yeah, check them out on Facebook. Just give their page a like to keep updated. They're just called Fallers. Actually, there'll be lots of pages on Facebook called Fallers, no doubt. This one's specifically called Fallers Music, so if you search for that. Now it's time for this week's interview, where Lee from Prime UK Band chats to Adi from local country rock rhythm and blues band, the Heartland Roots Band. But first of all, we'll just start off with one of their songs. Here's Hit Me Like a Freight Train.
Bought a ticket to anywhere. I was treading water, never breathing air. Come the morning, I'd be gone. New horizon to look upon. New day and what it brings. I was holding out for the next thing. Then you hit me like a freight train. You went through my brain. Tired of this town. Everything was wired upside down. I must confess I was in a mess. My heart was inside out. I was cold, I was getting old. Of that there was no doubt.
We are live, local and loud. I'm Lee here from Prime UK Band, and today I am with my guest Adrian from the Heartland Roots Band. How are you today, Adrian?
I'm okay, thank you. Not too bad, all things considered.
Yes, it must be a pretty different situation to you, rather than the gigs that you've been doing and things like that at the moment.
Yeah, it's a massively tough time to be a musician at the moment. A big dent to all kinds of motivations for everybody. We've in the last year we've played 4 times. Normally we'd have played dozens of times, but having said that, during that year, even though we've only played 4 times, we've had 7 singles out in the last 18 months, all of which have been on the charts. So while we've been not playing as much live, we've been working a lot on promotion, and we've been getting doing this kind of thing, radio interviews all over the world.
I think it's one of those things until you can take the negative and put it back into a positive, can't you, in terms of working on those singles, getting more content out there and things.
Yeah, I mean, that's these days in the music business, it's all about social media, and we've decided. People have said, "Why haven't you done an album yet?" Well, what we've done is we've just released a single, bang, every 3 months since August 2019. So we've constantly got something to put out on the socials about the band, and if we've got new content, or whenever a radio station is interested in playing our music, we do share something. So it's kind of like a drip feed up to the fans, really. We've always you've got to have something to put out all the time, and it can get a bit tedious for me and for them, I guess. But it's part of the business.
Maybe when you get back to the live thing, that can give you a little bit of a break from the hard work that you've been putting into that then.
Lee, that's what we love. I mean, recording and playing live is what we love doing most, and it's so hard not being able to do that. I mean, it's hard for everybody. This is a crazy time we've had, and at least I guess with being, if you're a songwriter or a musician, you've got an outlet to be able to talk about stuff. A lot of people don't have that, and I feel very bad for people, not just musicians, the people out there everywhere who haven't got an outlet for this crazy situation we're all in.
Hopefully there'll be some good new musicians learning their trade, learning a hobby and getting into it at home, hopefully.
Well, I'd like to think so, but motivation's a funny thing, isn't it? I've not actually been in the same room with the band, all of the members of the band, since the beginning of November. The last video we did, we had to record it one at a time and send it to a videographer who kind of cut it all together. And we recorded it on phones, and it's crazy, but that's what we did for the last video. We've not been able to get together since the beginning of November, so I only feel motivated to write stuff when I'm rehearsing with a band. We can't do it at the moment, and I can pick up the guitar and then put it down again 5 minutes later. It's not like playing with the band. That's why people are in bands. I mean, look, these days there's not many bands, as you probably know. There's not many bands around. It's mostly just solos, because it's people. It's a lot more insular activity these days. Actually, being in a band is a sort of a social thing as well as a collaborative musical thing.
Definitely. Well, I'll talk about how you did how you got the video sorted in a second. I'm going to play. Yeah. I'll play "It's All Right Here," and then we'll talk about that a bit more.
Cool.
My eyes are open, I can see my way to walk into the light. My will's unbroken, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
I'm not ready to take my bow. I know nothing can stop me now. From now, don't look down, don't turn around, don't look back, it's a fact, can't go back. All I need is everything I have right here. From now, don't look down,
from the shackles that kept me bound, and my past is behind me as I tread new ground.
I'm on the move. See the wheels turn, feel the motion, feel the passion burn. From now, don't look down, don't turn around, don't look back, it's a fact, can't go back. All I need is everything I have right here. I promised myself I would always be free. Now every breath I take only for me.
I'm in my prime. I can feel the rush, the pace of power. It's about time. I'm not wasting a second, a minute, an hour.
And the weight is lifted off of me to be the person I wanna be. From now, don't look down, don't turn around, don't look back, it's a fact, can't go back. All I need is everything I have right here. From now, don't look down, don't turn around, don't look back, it's a fact, can't go back. All I need is everything I have right here. It's all right here. It's all right here.
We are live, local and loud. I'm with Adi from the country rock rhythm and blues band Heartland Roots Band. And so how did you come up with the video for your most recent video, which obviously we're going to play the track in a second?
Well, the song's called 2 Feet Off the Ground, and it was one we actually recorded back in last August, September time, and we decided we're going to release this one as a single just because we thought it was a little bit more uplifting. And when I say uplifting, I mean literally uplifting, because of these dark times we're living in. I had this idea about doing a video to do with levitation, because the songs are quite a simple thing. It's about when you get together with somebody new, and you know that feeling of being with somebody new, and it kind of almost literally lifts you. And so we had this idea about doing a video about levitation, and it was like when suddenly we were in lockdown in January, like, how are we going to do this video? It's not going to be possible. Then we just said, okay, let's just try and do something with green screens at home. So we had to get green screens and film it on phones, and then sent it all to the videographer. Good luck, see what you can make of that. And you come up with something fun, to be honest. So fair play to him.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. I like the there's a little bit of yoga in there and all that. That kind of thing going on.
Well, that's
about the only exercise I've had during lockdown. A little bit of that.
Well, the yogi in the band is Anna, our keyboard player. She's she was like, well, what can I do? I just said, look, just do some yoga, and that'll be nice. So it's like a bit of a Zen moment,
So what did you do? Did you order one green screen and then pass that around yourselves, or what was?
Yes, we had one green screen, and it was passed around in COVID safety conditions, as you can imagine.
Of course, wiped down and
Thoroughly.
Sounds like we're filming something a little bit different to a music video by me saying that. Not to be crude. But so we're going to play the new single now then for everybody to hear. It came out end of last month, already doing really well on the streaming sites and everything like that, as your other music has, we were saying before we started. This is 2 Feet Off the Ground by the Heartland Roots Band. We are live, local and loud. I'm Lee here from Prime UK Band, and I'm talking today with AD. That was his latest single from the Heartland Roots Band, 2 Feet Off the Ground. Obviously, you were gigging, you've been gigging quite a long time now, haven't you? How long have you?
Well, the glide up of the band as it is now, the six of us have been together since the end of 2018. In 2018, we went and toured in France, played some fantastic gigs in France. We loved that. And even though we're a kind of a, you know, I suppose country Americana type band, we never really played any country Americana type festivals. We've always been playing mainstream stuff. And, you know, then people come to us at the end of the gig and say, you know, well, thanks for that. I didn't realise I liked country, you know, or I didn't know what Americana was, you know. It's like you know, it's kind of a guilty pleasure for some people as well. They don't like to admit that they like it, but you know, we all like other kinds of music as well. But it just seems to be that genre was where our music seems to best fit. And when we played locally, say in Leicestershire, yeah, it is difficult. I mean, in Leicester City itself, it's kind of it's always been quite an indie city, you know. Funnily enough, our last 3 gigs have all been more in the Colville area. In middle of last year, when lockdown was restrictions were let down a little bit, we played at the Vic, John's place at the Vic. We played at the Crown at Heather. They put up a big stage in the car park there, the bikers pub there, and we played another one in Kegworth. So and people were coming from all over the Midlands to Kegworth and Heather, and that's nice.
Fantastic. It's always good when you've got that like-minded group of people that are into that music and appreciate what you do as well. How did you come across the French event then? Where exactly was that?
We were playing the southwest of France. I don't know how well you know France. France is, in many ways, it's much better than Britain for live. If people put an event on in France, everybody just goes to it. You know, if there's an event on in a small town, the whole town, kids, parents, grandparents, all go to the event. It's not like in Leicester, you can go to a lot of trouble to put an event on. You know, 3 bands, DJ, and a lot. And if you're lucky, if 20 people turn up. The British are really, really apathetic about live music. But in Europe, it's amazing. People just love going to stuff. And so we had a contact out there who said, we can put you on some gigs there. There's some small festivals. We're like, yeah, fantastic. So we got a big van and the trailer and drove down there and played. And we wrote some songs by the swimming pool, and it was a lovely thing to do generally, yeah.
My band Prime, we played a few years ago in Holland and Germany, exactly the same thing. It's just a different vibe, and it's just good to challenge yourself in front of different people from different places. And often, if they don't know who you are or they're not part of that following that you've got, you really appreciate when you get good feedback from it, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We played in a quite a small town near Bergerac in the southwest of France, and we just thought this is going to be to a bunch of locals. No way they will know us, but amazingly, people come up to us, and we were just afterwards. And some people from Yorkshire, they were coming up to Anna, and they were saying, "You're Anna from the," treating her like she was, Beyonce or something. And she had this pink scarf on. She gave this scarf to this woman. She said, "Here, you can have this scarf." And this woman's like, "Oh my God, I've got Anna's scarf." It's like they're treating us like major celebs. It's amazing.
Fantastic. Well, obviously, you'll keep us posted. We were saying before we started that you've got some events, hopefully, towards the end of the year. So if people want to check out the Facebook page that you've got, that's facebook.com HRB Leicester. And check that out to keep following that, and you'll be able to check out this excellent live band. And I do wish you the very best of luck with the project, Adrian, and even more luck with your upcoming singles.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
That was Lee from Prime UK Band chatting to a lovely Adi from the wonderful Heartland Roots Band. It's time to rock things up a little from local rockers. Here's Finches of Attica and Circus.
Inside he's dressed in black. It's a tightrope to be walked, so careful not to fall. Gathered up emotions, it's the curtain call. deep inside, burning through my mind. A door of disillusion, pain is left behind. Round and round through this cursed place, an idle cabaret and still that smiling face. It's a circus in my mind, juggle my brains around inside. It's a circus in my mind, it's a freak show, stay tonight. Don't smile at the man, he's not smiling back. A hateful dark affliction, the bane of my attack. This time I'm gonna get you, take back stage control. This was no upside down, just my twisted soul. It's a circus in my mind, juggle my brains around inside. It's a circus in my mind, it's a freak show, stay tonight. Get me away, get me away, get me out of this place. Get me away, get me away, get me away. Get me away, get me away, get me out of this place. Get me away, get me away, get me out. Get me away, get me away, get me out of this place. Get me away, get me away, get me out. It's a circus in my mind, juggle my brains around inside. It's a circus in my mind, it's a freak show, stay tonight. It's a circus in my mind, juggle my brains around inside. It's a circus in my mind, it's a freak show, stay tonight.
That was Finches of Attica and Circus. Amazing band to see live. I've seen them many times before, and hopefully I'll see them many times again after we finally get let out. Don't forget, if you'd like to see any gig reviews or anything to do with local music, check out www.musicinleicester.co.uk. We'll have plenty of gig reviews of the Finches of Attica, as well as lots of other local bands. Now we're going to have a little bit of Goldwater. Again, another fantastic band to see live. I remember when I saw them at De Montfort Hall, huge hall, and they like, the lead singer likes climbing pretty much anything he can climb, and he actually climbed up the scaffolding over the speaker blocks and all sorts, and he actually made it to the upstairs circle seats as well during his performance. Yeah, amazing to watch. So here's Goldwater and Working Man. That was Goldwater and Working Man. I've just looked it up actually, and last time I saw them at DMH was at Simon Says Festival in 2016. It's a long time ago. I have seen them numerous times since, because they're just such fantastic showmen going on, as well as wonderful music. Yeah, great stuff. So that's Goldwater. We're now going to hear from a band who started off life here in sunny Leicester, but have since moved down to London, still doing great stuff, or at least they were before the lockdown. So here's I'm in Love and Palm.
What does it take? I do not know. I was born with thin eyes. I'm not the hero, and it shows I'm a little tense. But thoughts and my moral sense, and I can play, and look and pray. You're bound to come around again. I sit away, waiting all day. Can't sleep tonight 'cause my heart beats too high. Hold up my arm, never let it go. When are you coming home? I like the flare, you can follow and get back on your own. I close my eyes and I count to 10. I'm seeing you again, and not unfair. I was rougher then, but never stop it then. Hold up my arm, never let it go. When are you coming home? I like the flare, you can follow and get back on your own. I close my eyes and I count to 10. I'm seeing you again. I pray and beg you, bring it to an end. I pray and beg you, what does it take? I do not know that I was born with thin eyes, thin eyes. I'm not the hero, and it shows I'm a little tense. My thoughts and my moral sense. Hold up my palm, never let go. When are you coming home? I like the flare, you can follow, but get back on your own. I close my eyes and I count to 10. I'm seeing you again, and not unfair. I was rougher then, and never stop repairing. Hold up my palm, never let me go. When are you coming home? I like the flare, you can follow, but get back on your own. I close my eyes and I count to 10. I'm seeing you again. I pray and beg you, bring it to an end. I 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 beg you, bring it to an end.
That was I'm in Love and Palm. We're now going to hear from Ya Man Ya and Ibby Sound. This is from his very, very latest album, only just been released, and it's Sweet Montserrat.
My sweet little Montserrat, Montserrat, sweet little Montserrat. Alright, okay, Jaja man, ya tell them what you know. My little love, my little liberal even though I haven't seen you for a while. Oh baby girl, I love your style. Haven't really seen you in a long time. And all the things you done for me. You raised me as a child and I'm a family. My auntie and my uncle and my brethren too. My mother and grandma and all my cousins too. Let me take you on a tour of my little island. Stop round a sailing with man you come from. Large up my brethren, warrior and ton. After school got a river sweet sensei. Ishmael cut a skerrick is the real pan man. Haven't really seen you in a long time. And all the things you done for me. You raised me as a child and I'm a family. My auntie and my uncle and my brethren too. My grandma and my mother and my cousins too. No way no head towards a north before you reach a center. Happy pass runway got spring water run. And another little village where them call Woodlands. Yo, the beaches, the sun. Further up St. Peter's then Cudgerhead. I wonder why them call it Cudgerhead. Is it because them really take off Cudgerhead? Cudgerheadless head gone Cudgerhead. Plymouth was a hot spot and also the capital. Can't forget Evergreen and Glendon Hospital. Sun hot like a fire to weed and now. Such beauty behold, Moonshot tropical. Search Park, Ram, come Calypso final. Everyone come support them favorite Calypso. After that hit the road, energy plus they are jam. Find a woman in a the barn and jam. My little love, my little emerald isle. Even though I haven't seen you for a while, no. Oh baby girl, I love your style. Haven't really seen you in a long time, no. And all the things you done for me. You raised me as a child and I'm a family. My auntie and my uncle and my brethren too. My mother and grandma and all my cousins too. Yeah man, sweet little Moonshot. Oh I miss you, how I love you. Give thanks for everything you have done for me. I can't be ungrateful.
That was Yarmanya and Ibi Sound and Sweet Montserrat. That pretty much brings us to the end of another live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and don't forget you can listen to any of our previous shows or anything else to do with the local music scene. Check out www.musicanleicester.co.uk. Make sure you're back here at Hermitage FM 5 o'clock next Thursday, and I'll see you then. Do have a good week. Don't catch any nasty viruses. And look after yourselves.